Beauty Moon Cosmetics has teamed up with the amazing Wilma Fingerdew to come out with this gorgeous palette for Pride Month. Here is our lovely color story. For this look, once again, I'm doing the tape method. Just taking off some tape. I'm going to do my best to line up with my lower lash line. I'm going to take our shade Seriously, the black, just using kind of a longer pencil tape brush, and I'm just going to start by pulling the shade against the tape, kind of creating a winged line. I'm going to go and pull the shade in to this colored part of my eye, and just build the color up to how much I want in the outer corner. Once I have that built up, I'm going to go in with the shade I Love a Parade, just taking kind of another longish pencil tape brush that's a little bit more fluffy. I'm going to start by running some of this throughout my crease. I'm just going to stop where that colored part of my eye ends. And I love how this black blends out pretty seamlessly. If you are struggling to get it to blend, you can always do one dot into the black, one dot into the purple, and create a custom shade just to help it to soften out a bit more. With this same shade, I'm just going to follow along this black. And once again, if I do need that custom shade, then I will just create that just to help this to soften out a bit easier. Going in with this shade Kitty, which is another one of these long, kind of fluffy brushes. I'm going to take this pretty much all the way into our inner part of my eye, and using this same shade just to go around the edges, just to soften everything out. Next, just to brighten and further blend everything out, I'm going to take the white with just a fluffy brush, just a little bit into the inner corner and around the shape. I'm going to go ahead and first dip in with this shade Family, and I'm just going to apply that to the center of the eye, so just covering that colored part of our eye. And next, taking probably one of my favorite shades, which is Queen Hello. Same thing with a finger, and I love because this shade has like a sheerness to it, but when applied with a finger, I feel like you really can get a nice strong amount of pigmentation. I am going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush just to kind of soften the edges of this. It does also pick up pretty well in the pan with the brush, to really soften. And I love a shade like this because you can see I'm able to kind of buff it into the inner part of the eye, and it really just gives this beautiful like sparkle moment. So I just applied some liner, and now we can go ahead and remove our tape. Ooh, look at that crisp line.